Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Afa Soleha binti Ali Ismail. So first, let's look at the analysis of the case study. Let's look at the overview of the ABC Site Solutions. ABC Site Solutions is a growing psychological consultation firm and currently faces limited financial resources as a startup firm. The organization uses alternative avenues such as grant application and its goals to revolutionize the psychological consultation sector and develop diverse workforce. Now let's look at the challenges faced by the ABC Site Solutions. The organization lack of rules and support system to integrate disabled employees, and it faces challenges to ensuring job satisfaction among disabled employees, and also have limited financial resources. Now let's look at the opportunities of ABC Site Solutions. First is enhancing workforce diversity. Second, integrating disabled employees. Third, grant opportunities advantages. And lastly, building a culture of inclusivity. And lastly, let's look at the implications for diversity and job satisfaction. Innovation and creativity at the workplace is the implication of diversity, and then increased employees' engagement is implications for job satisfaction.
Assalamualaikum and good day. My name is Aini Nabila binti Mat Kamal. So now we're moving on to the recommendations for diversity initiatives. So the first recommendation is to establish inclusive and fair rules. So ABC Site Solution need to update their company policy. Types of policies that can be considered by the company includes diversity and inclusion policy, flexible working arrangement policy, disability policy, and also mental health and well-being policy. This policy then will serve as a working guidelines to ensure that all employees adhere to the best standards of working. These new policies will also help the company to overcome its challenge in integrating disabled employees. So how can a startup company as ABC Site Solution do the policies? So according to Park T 2020, there are 4 ways to create inclusive policies, which are by designing policies that cater to the minorities, to ensure all the employees are aware of those policies, next to ensure that they are able to use those policies, and last but not least is to give assurance to the employees that they can use the policies comfortably. The next recommendation is by establishing Employee Resource Group, or known as ERG. So this ERG is a voluntary employee-led group that aim to foster diversity and inclusivity in workplace, especially in this ABC Site Solution case. The purpose of ERG is to serve as a safe space for these employees to share their own experience, offer support to one another, and also empower each other. So, effective ERG serves as a good communication channels among employees and also HR, where they can voice out their opinions, concern, and also frustrations comfortably in hope of getting those conflicts to be resolved. So how do we increase the effectiveness of ERG? First is to develop mission. So as we all know, mission will serve as a purpose and also direction for the ERG. And the second one is to establish active communication between HR and also ERG to ensure both parties are working towards the same goal. Okay, so research by Catalino et al. 2020 had shown that 83% of employees in effective ERG reported positive inclusion scores than 59% of employees in ineffective ERG.
Next point under the recommendation for diversity initiatives is provide training programs. Training program is one of the ways to ensure a safe and effective diversity work environment can be achieved and sustained. In this case, studies highlighted that these abilities are the diversity that they want to achieve in their organization. These are 2 recommendations for training that can be carried out, especially for human resources personnel and hiring managers, as they play an important role in hiring new candidates. First, training on the recruitment process, such as making the process accessible to disability candidates by offering accommodations like sign language interpreters or alternative formats and tests. This also helps to eliminate barriers and open more opportunities for disabled candidates to be chosen. According to Bonacchio 2019, stated that to ensure that qualified individuals with disabilities are in the applicant pool, the recruitment process itself should not create barriers. Second, training in the conducting interviews. This training is vital to ensure the human resources personnel and hiring managers focus on the candidate's ability to perform the job with or without reasonable accommodations. One of the interview methods that can be done is structured interviews, as it can reduce bias during the hiring process. According to Bonacchio again, using structured interviews can help in preventing biased decisions against candidates that have disabilities. Next, practice disability inclusion in the workplace. Disability inclusion is an effort to create an inclusive workplace where individuals with disabilities feel comfortable and welcome and are seen, appreciated, and valued for what they contribute to the organization. People with disabilities deserve to get equal treatment, opportunities for employment, advancement, and participation. Disability inclusion is important as it promotes social justice and equality that aims to eliminate disparities and enable them to participate fully in society, employment, and community life. It also brings so many benefits to the organization, which are increased employee morale and engagement, where employees value diversity, and also it helps in organization's productivity, as disabled employees can be just as productive as employees without disability if reasonable accommodations are provided. According to Chan 2020, the research conducted among human resources managers and professionals reported that including disability in a company's diversity and inclusion policies and procedures scores highest as the most important practices for disability inclusion.
Now we're moving on to the strategies for ensuring job satisfaction. So the first is ABC Site Solution should make their office to be more accessible. Okay, so facilities in that company should be made more accessible for disabled employees to enable them to get around freely and also eliminates injuries. Okay, since ABC Site Solution is a startup company, they have limited resources. So renovation of the office maybe could be done by starting off with the basic ones, okay, basic facilities such as accessible wheelchair ramps, elevators, restroom for disabled employees, and also designated parking spaces. Once their financial resources are strong enough, they can add more facilities that can boost their employee task performing abilities, such as uh, desks with adjustable height, assistive technologies such as Braille. When talking about job satisfaction, we do not only want to satisfy the employees with disabilities, but also to all of the employees, right? So, some facilities that could benefit our employees are to make sure that the workplace is ergonomic and also to have common shared areas where they can have brainstorming discussion. Meanwhile, for the employees with mental health problems, BC Site Solution can incorporate natural elements such as natural lighting, some greenery, and also to have direct access to counseling services. It is shown by Kim EJ 2020 that disabled employees feels more safer working in an accessible workplace, which then will lead to an increase in job satisfactions among them. So the next strategies include disability awareness training. So, this training should not only be made for the managers, supervisors, and the higher ups, but also to the all employees. This is because managers, supervisors, and employees need to be fully equipped with techniques and skills on how to work and assist disabled employees. Okay, the training should also incorporate elements that address bias and to debunk the misconceptions regarding disabled employees and employees with mental health. For example, disabled employees and employees with mental health are incompetent and they're also not qualified to work. Training should also note famous hardworking disabled person such as Nick Vujicic or Stephen Hawking to inspire these employees while also educating employees to open their eyes and be more accepting. It would also help other employees to be more empathic and understanding toward these employees, which would help them to create a more supportive work environment for all employees to work comfortably. The Siemens Advantage 2024 stated that training can boost productivity in workplace by having a more confident workforce, which then could eliminate dissatisfactions among employees.
Next, promote inclusive and effective leadership. The employers play a significant role in ensuring their employees are satisfied with their jobs, especially when there are diverse working environments. It might be challenging to make sure that all employees, especially disabled employees, reach their job satisfaction. Because of that, leaders should exhibit traits of openness, which are embracing and valuing everyone's ideas and or viewpoint. Availability, which is being present and supportive of the employees. And lastly, accessibility, which is removing barriers to make sure disabled people can be active in their working life. According to Ashmawi, 2023, Inclusive leadership traits of openness and courage, discussion and respect as it welcomes employees' opinions and ideas in the decision-making process, and it does not adopt a command and control approach that results in the employees feeling empowered instead of feeling rejected or embarrassed. This will ensure that the employees achieve their job satisfaction, especially disabled employees, as they know that their voice will never be ignored and they will always be accepted and respected by others in the workplace. Lastly, recognition and rewards. It is important to make the employees feel appreciated regardless of their position, achievements, or ability. According to Pandey, reward and recognition help in enhancing morale and commitment among differently able employees by providing them with a sense of association and encouragement beyond financial compensation. It is vital to the employees' performance as it will make the disabled employees become more confident in themselves and want to try harder to achieve another achievement. It will result in a positive work environment where the employees will be satisfied with their organization and work.
The last part is the managerial approaches. ABC Site Solution use managerial approaches that promote inclusivity. ABC Site Solution can try to promote diversity and inclusivity among employees by building diverse teams, which consist of having disabled employees in every working department and encourage collaboration between teams of different departments. And as a result, ABC Site Solution can become a company that is successful in implementing diversity and also inclusivity. ABC Site Solution promote fairness and equity. They emphasize equal pay and also rewards for all employees. This could help foster a feeling of justice in all employees. As an example, they treat all employees the same. There are no favoring this employee over that employee. There are also no discriminations against disabled employees and also employees with mental health problems. This will result in employees that are happy at work, causes low turnover, as employee feels comfortable and satisfied working in an environment that is non-judgmental. And lastly, the managerial approaches is performance incentive. It is to increase employee performance and engagement. It also helps encourage employees to give their very best to complete work tasks, encourage employees to set and aim for higher personal goals, and also giving employee chance for growth. This will help ABC Site Solution to achieve their aim, which is to revolutionize the psychological consulting sector.